Hi everyone, here's another number building activity which I just call target practice, and it's about creating numbers and then ordering the numbers and reading the numbers. Now, one thing I prefer not to do is just give the kids numbers and say order these or build on these. I love activities where they can actually create the numbers, where the numbers have some sort of meaning and relevance to them. So they're sort of their numbers, not ones the teacher has given. I've just drawn up a little basic chart here. Hundreds, tens and the ones. So that's the range I'm working with. I've got 10 counters here. I think the game's called Tiddlywinks, I'm not too sure. Now all we do is we put one counter in. I use this one as my sort of shooter, and I press down and it flicks onto the chart, hopefully. You'll notice that when I did it on the hard surface it just slides. When we do it on the floor with the carpet, we find that it jumps. A bit more fun for the kids too. That one landed in the ones. I'll leave it there. I'll do another one. And, it's a bit of a half and half. If it was more in the ones, I would go ones. If it was more in the tens, I'd go tens. If it's half and half, I can't split it, I'll do it again. These are the things you talk about with the kids. So, I'll just shoot again. That's in the hundreds. And so if I keep shooting, didn't land anywhere. So I'm going to use it. I want to give every count a bit of value. Another hundreds. And so on. And that's more in the hundreds, so I'll slide it in there just so I know for sure it didn't go anywhere. And that's gone into the next postcode. And there we go, I'll do that one again. And that's more ones. Oh, what are you doing? And didn't go anywhere. And didn't go anywhere. That's ones. Nearly there, nearly there. So I shoot. And it's in the tens. And I'll do it again. That's more in the tens. I'll slide it in for sure. And my last one, and that's more in the tens. So, apart from the one that's still hovering in space, what I do is I want to add up my total here, and it can get a bit confusing when they're all over the place. So what I ask the kids to do is I slide them all down, all the ones. Let's get all our ones together down the bottom there. No more ones. Let's get all our tens together and our hundreds together. So what we can see there is we've got 3 hundreds, we've got 3 tens and 3 ones, and we've got one counter somewhere else. So I've got 333, and I'll write that down on a bit of paper. 333. So we've made a number rather than being given one by the teachers. What are we going to do with the numbers? That depends on what you want to do. I often like putting them in number lines, get themselves in order, try and do 10 numbers, put your numbers in order from lowest to highest, then try and put them on a number line from 0 to 100 or 0 to 500, depending on what their biggest number is. If this was my biggest number, I might say 0 to 500, or find it on a counting chart. I might do things like, what do I know about this number? Can I bust this number in many different ways as possible? When I played this on Friday with a group of kids, we found we were getting into thousands, so they designed a new template that had thousands, hundreds, tens, and all this was ones. Or they had little squares or little dots around the place for different values that can be changed in a lot of ways. So that's called target practice.